So guys, what do you think? Is home office going to stop once that the pandemic is over? Or is there a chance that this might become the new standard of how we work in ArchViz offices all around the world? Hi guys, Fabio Palvelli. Did I just screw up my name on camera? Oh! I might as well call myself Pablo now. Hi, I'm Pablo Palvelli. I am tired, I need a holiday. Hi guys, Fabio Palvelli here with another video about the business side of design, and today we will talk a little bit about the topic of working from home as a creative, as a designer, as an architect, as whatever you like to be. You can be whoever you want to be. Do you think it's about time that we stop considering working from home simply as a momentary measure to contain the COVID pandemic, but rather that we start thinking of working from home as a future possibility for people working as creative? Now, there might be a group of you people watching my videos and you've been freelancing from home for as long as you have been a professional, and you might think, yeah, Fabio, it's about time. But on the other end, there are many design companies that have capitalized on the way that they manage their business and their teams, that they have never considered the option for their staff to work from home because it goes against every one of their beliefs. So let's talk about some of the reasons why we might have to consider these being an actual possibilities for creative companies in the future. Up until now, there were three main reasons why creative companies did not allow any form of remote working. I know for sure that some architectural visualization offices, for example, had logistic issues to have to move their people workstations from the office to their homes. And eventually this was solved in most cases with remote desktop solutions like TeamViewer or Chrome Remote Desktop, for example. Now, another issue was the management of assets and private libraries. But during the pandemic, we have seen some different online solutions that allow you to encrypt your assets and to encrypt your projects, so to make sure that what belongs to the company does not get stolen or does not leave the virtual office space. These are software like D3 Crypt, which is actually a solution that has been around for a while actually, but there are many other out there. You just need to look for them and you'll find them. The third and biggest issue was the management of people. As a matter of fact, the most common belief up until the start of the pandemic was that people within an office space are more productive than if they were not working in the office. However, I would personally argue that the real issue wasn't productivity, but rather the fact that creative companies streamlined their work in a very rigid way, and so management needed to have a closer contact with the production side of the company. But from what I heard, it turned out that people are actually a lot more productive when working from home. And this is because when working from home, people need to be given a lot more responsibilities in terms of time management and completion of tasks. And this in turn stimulated people to do more and to do better. Now, of course, you might have a different experience about this. Please leave a comment because I would really like to know what is your side of the story. Now, talking to a few artists that have been put in home office since the pandemic, it seems like the performance does not decrease. What happens instead is that the communication between the different players involved in the design process seems to be suffering a little bit. And that in turn echoes in often extended working times or on having to rework some projects. And so according to some of the people that I've been talking to, this has amplified also issues that often were already existing within the management of certain creative companies. So, what do I personally make of all this? Wait, I need a little bit of water. Obviously, we will need some time to adapt and to find effective working communication ways to be more effective between us and our colleagues. But of course, relocating the job of a person from a place to another and changing the way that we do things or that we have done things up until now cannot happen without a little bit of a learning curve, and I would also add a little bit of sacrifice on everybody's end. The positive side of this is that companies in the future might be able to rent smaller spaces, which will be used mainly to have team building activities or to allow for client meetings to happen. And so companies will be able to save up money that maybe they can invest in improving their virtual infrastructure, for example. Also, the rent of places hopefully will also decrease, making office solutions a little bit more affordable. Companies might be able to access talent based in other places of the world, maybe with a lot more flexibility. Of course, then the government should jump in to regulate this to make sure that no price dumping is happening and that this is done ethically in respect of local laws, so to protect the category of workers, which of course are always the most vulnerable ones. But there is also a big open question that needs an answer. Will then this transformation lower the perception of value of the work that companies produce? Will companies lose their prestige and their image to the eyes of their clients because they're working from home and not in an office? Also, I think that another thing that needs to be addressed is the innovation aspect of things. There is an article from Forbes where they talk about Microsoft and working from home. Microsoft has found out that whereas productivity goes up, innovation feels like it has becoming stagnant. And of course, this could be attributed to the pandemic itself, because the economy has been slowing down as the result of the pandemic. And so when that happens, of course, innovation also slows down accordingly. But this might be also something that creative companies like ArchViz companies will have to deal with in the future. How do you innovate? How do you motivate people to do more in the direction of doing something new, something different, without being able to work side by side with your colleagues? Now, I'm not saying that there is no solution to this, it's just that as of now, this still remains a big open question. Now, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this topic. Feel free to leave them in the comment section. I learn a lot from reading from your own experience, so please feel free to do that. As always, thanks a lot for watching. I don't know if this is your first time on this channel. If it is, feel free to subscribe, hit the like button if you found this video useful. I try to post every week. Lately, I've been a little bit busy with other work-related things. But anyway, my name is Fabio Palvelli. This time I got my name right. Thanks a lot for watching. See you guys next time.